like to say thank you for inviting me. This is really a pleasure to be with you this moment. My special good friend, your CEO, President, whatever, she has all the title, right? You know, woman. And also to being part of your N59, that's very interesting. I'm asking a lot of questions and thank you for being part. Right? So what I'm going to share with you really is my personal journey. That it's really true. Poverty is not the hindrance to be successful. It's all up to us where we want to go. You guys are very, very lucky. Congratulations. Because you are working in one of the best company. Yes, mabuhay. Right? Like, now you are in 4,000 in how many locations? And you're still growing. And what is the IT, BPO, and CCAP goal is to increase another 1 million in the next 5 years. And together with you guys, it can happen. Agree? Yes. Say yes. 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 Mas malakas pa, yes. Yes. Thank you. And really, because you know, that's what we do. Why I came back to Philippines after, I don't have to come back, but because of the vision, I will share with you along the way, okay? You can ask me a question after in case I forget. So, you know, anybody here came from Pangasinan? Taga saan ka? Do you speak the language, dialect?
Yes.
Among, Ilocano, Pangasinan?
Pangasinan.
Oh, so ang sumansalita ay Pangasinan. See? Dialect, you don't know what's that, right? So now we can see them. Okay? So we can just see whatever we like, right? See, I came from Pangasinan with 11 children alive. Alive! Because 3 died. So how many? Total of? Mga accountant kayo, right? 14. Plus mga miscarriages pa. Ay nako, yung tatay ko laging busy. Because that time there's no TV, right? During my time. Like you, hindi pa kayo pinanganak noon. Hindi pa kayo pinanganak noon yung sinasabi ko, right? So, that's, you know, my father is a drunkard, womanizer, sugarol. Ganun ang buhay. Then I have 5 older brothers, but they never go to school because we are very, very poor. Below poverty. Talagang ganun ang buhay namin. What is below poverty? In a sense that, do you remember or anybody experience living in a nipahat? No water, no washroom. Namun noon, pag tain-tain na kami, pupunta ka doon sa likod. Right? Do you ever experience that? Tapos walang tissue. No tissue, I don't even know how to wipe my bum before. I don't care if you laugh. But that's the reality. That's called poverty. But look, do you see that I'm still like that? Alright? Hindi, right? Palakpakan niyo ako doon. Yeah. Right? But imagine, we don't have washroom. I want to poo and there's no toilet. So I have to go all the way in the farm. Like that, that's our life. Water. I don't even know how to know hygiene. I don't even know the meaning of hygiene. That's why all of us before puro bulate. Oh my God. Tapos minsan pa yung ate kong pilay, like dumamig na dinigyan ng clinic, like ang dami. And I even use my hand to remove, dahil umiiyak siya dahil sa mga bulati na yan. Can you believe, see, ganun ang buhay namin. But it doesn't matter, we never complained when we were young, right? Yung mga kuya ko naman nun, sikil, lasinggo, pag gabi-gabi. Do you remember yung itak? At night, they will go on drink liquor. So pag uwi nila, makikipag suntukan or something, lumabas na, lumalkagtan, no kahit mo kinang. Parang to understand in our dialect, right? You get out. Like, he is holding the bolo. I will fight for you, I'll kill you. That's our life when we're young. Right? So, me, being the oldest girl, why I'm the oldest girl? Because my sister has a polio. So, she cannot work. So, I'm the only one, the older girl in the family. So, I find ways. So, at that young age, elementary, I learned how to sell pandesal. Kasi when you sell pandesal, 100 pieces, you have 2 pesos. That time, a kilo of rice is 18 peso. Perfect, may pang-almusal na kami. O, di ba? Ang ganda nun. Yung 20 cents naman, I can put in my Johnson & Johnson. Oh, doon mo naman yung pigabank, right? Savings money. Ang cute, right? So, ganon. And then at the same time also, when I was already grade 4, I decided to work to someone whom, kasi yung awayan, ayaw ko talaga. I don't like to see yung mga nag-aaway. But nandun ako sa ibang bahay, at least I can help my family to make money. At the same time, hindi ko nakikita yon, right? So, ganun. So, from elementary to high school, my God, ang ganda. Kasi nga, I'm learning a lot. Imagine at grade 5, I'm able to work in our mayor. And that mayor, they give me the responsibility to run their grocery store. And that grocery store, I'm responsible to, ako yung magkuha ng mga pricing. So yung mga nesting doon, yung mga consignment. Oh my God, I can't believe that every day I can sell 6,000 peso. So ang laki na pala ng pera, I don't even know by that ngayon, ang laki na, right? But that time, during, must be 1979, pinanganak na kayo noon, hindi pa no? Right? See, hindi pa. Sabi nila hindi pa. Ganon ang buhay ko noon, but I learned a lot. So guys, learning, it doesn't matter kasi the more challenges you experience, the better. Kasi you know why? The brain, the information you put here, it go to the heart. Ang outcome, magugulat kayo. I never imagined to be in my position right now. I never dream of. But why? Because all those challenges that I experienced, I did what I need to do on those moments. And that young age, my only one is to really help my siblings, my family, especially my mother. Kasi nagtitinda siya ng isda. Like naglalako din ako ng isda. I go to the barangay. With that, kaya hindi ako lumaki. That's why pantak ako. But it's okay, cute naman, right? That's why Richard fall in love with me. Right? See? Gumanda rin yun. Kaya hindi ako lupat. Ako ang pinakapantak talaga sa aming magkakapatid because of that. Right? So, ganun ang ginawa ko noon. Then, after high school, you know what's so beautiful? Kasi after high school, I decided to go to Bataan. Because when I work in Bataan now, I can make more money and at the same time, I can go to school. Ibig sabihin, I want to be an accountant. Kasi if I'm an accountant, someday I can start my own business, I can make more money. I really want sales when I was young. Kasi yun na talagang gusto ko, nagtitinda kung ano-ano. So anyway, guess what? Nagtrabaho ko sa factory na ang gusto ko pa yung piece rate. Kasi pag piece rate, unlimited income. Oh, di ba ang cute? Oh, piece rate, ganun lagi ang gusto ko. So kumikita ko anda. What I did also when I'm working in Bataan, in the factory, I save money to buy mga binili ko, mga laruan ng mga kapatid ko, their clothing, their toys, and also, you know, the kitchenware, because we don't even have kaldero. So I went the set of the kitchenwares, mga pinggan, mga baso, oh my God, tapos yung linoleum, cortina. Oh my God, when I go home on the first holiday in my hometown, I thought that we're so wealthy. Oh my God, kasi ang ganda na, oh grabe. Right? Dati yung pan namin, alam mo yung nilalagyan pa namin ng tubig noon pag nagdilig ka, yung puno-puno na pala ng mga, yung pala, alam mo, yung mga lamok. I don't ever know that time. Can you believe that? That's why I have a brother who died dengue pala. See? That's how difficult our life is. But it doesn't matter na naman. Babalik na naman tayo that poverty, that the hindrance to be successful. Okay, pabalik-balik ako doon. Kasi what I'm doing before is more on focusing on what can I do to help my siblings. My family, my mother. Kinalimutan ko rin tatay ko yun ang mga, kasi nga loko-loko. Pero naman yung mga kuya ko, 5 sila, they're my best friend, mababait yung mga kuya ko, hindi kami nag-aaway. Okay? So, we have a very good relationship. So, yun lang. Okay? Then, what's the biggest turning point in my life na? Okay? Anong nangyari? When after 1 year working in the factory, I received a call that I need to go home because our mother is not well. So, umuwi ako. So ngayon, dinala ko siya sa center. Pagdala sa center, anong sabi nila, dalhin mo sa Santa Cruz or to the doctor para magpa-x-ray. By doing that, he was diagnosed na meron siyang lung cancer. So in short, we need to bring her to the hospital. Kahit wala kaming pera, dinala namin by using tricycle from Dasol. Imagine this, from Dasol to the Bucan City. Okay, kung magpas ka, it will take you 2 hours, 3 hours. Kung walang traffic. We took tricycle to go all the way there because we don't have money to use at to just bring our mother to the hospital. Okay. We are already there. 1 week na kami, hindi pa rin siya tinitingnan dahil wala kaming pera. Until one day, my mother said that, anak, hindi na ako makahinga. So I ran to the doctor, sabi ko, tinanay ko, tinakmahinga. So pumunta ang doctor, after that, they removed a lot of water in her lungs. Kasi dito sa likod, right? At nakita ko, hawak-hawak ko yung nanay ko, grabe. And tears in my eyes, I don't like to show her my tears kasi I want to be strong, right? So tapos nung natapos na sabi ng doktor, how many dami nun, kung ilang jobs yun, right? Sabi niya, sama ka sa aking clinic. So I went and with the doctor doon sa clinic niya, tapos sabi niya, kaupo ko pa lang, ang nanay mo, may cancer siya, lung cancer, mamamatay na siya, 3 buwan, kaya iuwi mo na siya. Just give as much love as you can kasi wala kayong magagawa. Can you believe that? That time, it's nothing to do, but now, when nagkaroon ako ng brain, yung utak, kasi noon wala akong utak, right? Dahil syempre, 18 years old lang ako noon. That's not right. You know why? Hindi nga nila dinayagnos pa kung ano yung kan na yun eh. Diba? If you look into it, kung tinitignan ko na yun, analyze ko lahat yun, but there's nothing we can do now, but learn from it, right? That's why kayo mag-ipon kayo, para kung mayroong problema, may pera kayo, hindi nyo ma-experience yun. More on savings, that's very, very important, guys. Okay? So now, so anong ginawa ko ng Lord? So when we went home, I gave my older brothers, everybody, kung anong sinabi ng doctors, to give that unlimited love, and my mother really fighting for her life. Naririnig ko talagang yung kanyang, oh my God, until one day it was so hard feeling. Kasi parang ako yung katabi niya, talagang ako ang nagtumulong sa kanya. And then one day sabi ko sa kanya, Mami, bibigay ko lahat kung anong gusto niyo sa akin. Mga kapatid, sabi ko ganun sa kanya, I will do everything what you want for them. Alam mo, by saying those words, parang natulog na lang siya. So that last night, what I did is to really sleep with her. Kahit alam kong wala na siya, kasi hindi ko na siya makaka-feeling or what talagang hanggang umaga. And then in that morning, nung kinuha na siya, para di ba ibalasa mo ganon, and I really focus on what I will do next. Kung may mga problema tayo, if we have problem, instead of focus on the problem, focus on what's the next step. So what did I do? What's the next step? So I decided to quit my job in the factory and work in the bank as a janitress. There's no problem being a janitress. Stepping stone lang yun, right? So that I can raise my younger brothers and sisters. Because they're only third year high school, second year high school, 9 years old and 6 years old. So they're very young. And I was only 18 years old. Wow, I know, I'm just very new. Wala na akong pinag-aralan. High school graduate lamang, right? But then, when I applied for that as a janitress in the bank manager said yes. But there's one challenge naman. What's the challenge? I found out that our property, kahit na barong-barong na gano'n, dahil yung microfinancing yung lot, nakasanla pala ng 25,000 peso, it went to 100,000, so very close to foreclosure. How can I pay only making 800 peso a month? What the hell? Right? So again, what I should do? Should I complain, cry, or find a solution? Find a solution. So what's the solution I did? I said, can I work here as a bank janitress for 1 year para mababangluksa yung nanay namin, and I can spend time with my siblings, my younger brothers and sisters. And then after 1 year, I will go to abroad to work as a domestic helper so that I can pay off. Is it? Sure, that's fine. Perfect. Then done na yun. Guess what? Our mother died September 21 in 1985, di ba, during the Marcos time? And I left Philippines of October of 1986. See? Kung ginawa ang trabaho, pwede. Right? So nakaalis ako. I went to Singapore. Wow! And then first time ko dumakan ng aeroplano, wala akong alam. I was only 19 years old. Now, when I reached there, I asked my employer, what's my responsibilities? So very important. I'm sure you have metrics in the company, so you're so lucky. You don't have to go through what I've done before. I don't know anything. But I asked them, what's your expectation from me? What are my responsibilities? So when they told me, I double my performance. How I double my performance? What time I wake up? What time I go to sleep? And then when the kids is sleeping, what do I do? Right? So ganun ako. Like imagine that. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Do my, yung naglalaba. Kasi by hand when you do your laundry. This is Singapore. This is Singapore, guys, but I'm doing my hand by doing lang. And then we are in yung apartment, at napakabigat, right? Naka mo ganon, mahuhulog-hulog pa ako doon. By 6 o'clock, finish, prepare the breakfast. 7 o'clock, I go and walk, take the kid to walk to the school. Right? When you go to the school, I stop in the market to buy for dinner. Right? But on the way home, I'll stop in the park because the other day before, playground, socialization, right? And then after that, by 9 o'clock, sabihin mo na, go back, or 10, dalhin mo na siya bahay, put her to sleep, then I do my cleaning, right? Kung di may panlilinis, prepare for lunch, and then gumising na siya by 12 o'clock, go back again, pick up the other girl from the school para lunch. After lunch, go back again to walk on this goal. And then when you come back, put the other one to bed na naman. And then when she's in bed, you do your ironing and preparing for dinner. Then again, wake up at 3 o'clock, go back again and pick up the other one. Then on the way, stop sa park na naman. From park, go back to home, helping with the homework. Okay? After homework, you can watch TV, then I can prepare dinner. By between 6 to 7 o'clock, my employer come. That's when we eat the dinner. Then after dinner, siguro mga 8 o'clock na, then the time they spend with the kids, I continue my job that hindi done. 10 o'clock, bedtime. That's when I put the kid to sleep kasi katulog ko siya. When by 11 o'clock that kid sleep, that's when I do my studying, learning. Because I enroll myself to accountancy in Singapore. I'm not allowed, but I did, and thankfully the teacher asked me kasi I used that 1 day off a month. Right? That 1 day off is very important to me instead of going to Lucky Plaza and dancing. No. I went and used that 1 day because that's very special to me. I want to put information in my brain. If I want to improve myself, I have to do something. How can I expect my siblings to do something if I'm not as an example to them? Right? So now working, right? I'm working and I'm studying and I can do it. They cannot complain. Tama? So I need to be an example to them. That's why I was so disciplined by doing that. So yun ang ginawa ko sa Singapore. Then again, I have very good relationship with them. Masay-masaya ang employer ko. The kids like my own siblings. I teach them English. They teach me Mandarin. Ang cute, right? And do you speak Mandarin? Alam mo ba yun? Do you know that? So they teach me how to speak Mandarin and they taught them also English. So that's how we built the relationship. So ang ganda. So more important is, why I'm saying this, double your performance. If you want to really go above, don't be content because God brought us to this world. I believe in that. I'm not very religious, but I strongly believe that God brought us to this world for a reason. But it is a responsibility to find what's that reason. It is in here. Right? So don't be content. Because if today is our last day, are you happy? We don't know. Look what happened in the last 3 years. Now, there's a message there. Right? So ngayon, nasa sa atin yon. So, I continuously doing kung ano yung feeling ko na binigay sa akin ng Panginoon. So again, with that, I said, I want to be a domestic helper for 4 years. Target na naman. I focus on target. Because I don't like to be forever domestic helper, right? I deserve also a better life. So, I said to my employer, I want to go to Canada. Why? Because in Canada, you can be a citizen. And at the same time, I can bring my siblings to Canada and stay there. So, change life. Right? So, ang ganda nun. So, anyway, tapos sabi ng amo ko, sure. So I asked for reference letter. This is cute. When I asked for reference letter, my employer gave me, Rebecca is absent-minded, she needs proper guidance on her work. What the hell? Who will hire me on this? Right? So I told him, you think you will hire me on this? And I never complained to my employer, and that's the first time. And I think I'm so, being a woman, but I can say this, that if we believe on our rights, I think we have to speak up. Because that time I speak up on my employer, I said, I did my best for you guys, but if you think you're not happy, it's okay. I can go home to my country, from my country, I can go to Canada. Because that's my responsibility to my family. And you know what? She got shocked. Pauline got shocked. You know what she said? You know, Rebecca, I really like you. You're like my sister. The reason why I created that reference, because I don't like anybody will hire you. And you believe that? See, that's her message. So that's why, because if we believe in ourselves that we're doing the right thing, we need to really speak up, right? And I did, okay? So then, what happened, she replaced that reference. Guess what? After 6 months, right? 3 months, I got employer, another 3 months, I got a visa, so guess what? I went to Toronto, right? So when I get to Toronto, okay, this is another thing, okay? My God, my goal, okay, go back to goal setting, 4 years, domestic helper, only 3.5 years. O, di ba? Palakpakan niyo ako doon, yun. Right. Okay, now, by just doing the work, by doing the work. Okay, I don't really sit down, even I'm sleeping, my brain is still working. I tell you until now. Okay, when I go to Toronto again, okay, my job to be at the best nanny, or, sorry, I missed this, the best nanny or the best RN. You know, RN is my title, not a registered nurse, registered nanny. So that my title is better, right? Okay. So then I said to my employer again, what's your expectation to me? I double performance again. So it's so nice because I really have very good relationship with my employer in Toronto. So 2 years to be a nanny. After 2 years, I want to start my own company. Oh, di ba cute? You can never do that in Singapore, but in Canada you can. So everything possible in that country. Amazing. Okay. Guess what na naman? Anong ginawa ko doon? And so nice because I only work as a nanny for 5 days. From 12 o'clock to 12 o'clock at night. I mean, no, 7 o'clock to 7 o'clock at night, so 12 hours per day. 5 days a week. Oh my God, I have 12 hours per day extra. Plus weekend. Oh my God, it's so amazing. I'll tell you, some people complaining that they work from 12 to 12, I mean 7 to 7. But me, I'm just in love. I'm so happy. Guess what? Monday, Wednesday, I pursue my education. I take courses. I even went to Ryerson University, even though I'm a high school graduate in Philippines. And I'm allowed. See? Isn't that cute? So I'm so excited, honestly. And then from there, this was in 1990. Okay. And on top of that, I even applied for part-time job because I want my siblings to help them and pay all the debt, right? And guess, I'm able to get a sales job selling kitchenwares. Parang kaliko, if you have kaliko rito, right? And that's really expensive. Guess what? I'm selling 5,000 per week or 20,000 per month. That's my target. At lagi kong nahihit yun. Sometimes even over. Right? And my commission is 35%. If you sell 20,000 and 35% commission, how much you're making a month? Come on. Calculate it. Right? And this was in 1990. And the dollar that time, right? To now, oh my God, ang ganda. $7,000 extra. So 100% my full-time job, savings na yon. Then, yung panay kaya ako napag-aral ang mga kapatid ko. Wow, that's why in 2 years when I got my open permit, now I can already quit. I start my business. And then my employer said to me, why don't you work in my company, Rebecca? And I will develop you as a manager. Then I said, how many years? When I can be a manager? Sabi niya, after 3 years. Oh no, sorry, I want to be my own company now. I want to be the president now. And that's what I did. Oh, di ba cute? And that employer is very good. So he really inspired me, my boss. Because he said when he went to Canada from Ireland, he also don't have a sleeper. Now he's the biggest printing company in all over Canada. And that's why he said, you can be a millionaire someday, Rebecca. I don't even know the meaning of millionaire. Kasi wala nga akong pera, right? But he said, you'll be a millionaire. Even my teacher in Singapore before, he said, you'll be a millionaire. I don't even meaning, talagang I don't agree. So people can see the potential of the person talaga. So you can never judge, okay, someone because you never know. Okay, yun ang advice ko sa inyo. And guess what? Until now, I still have very good relationship with my employer every time I go home. Okay? So, what you guys, the future dating issue, guys. Now, look at what are you doing. BPO in the world, we are #1 in the Philippines. Yes! Right? Sorry, I know you, but we're claiming it, okay? That we're #1 in the Philippines. Right, yes! And of course, with that 1 million, oh my God. Why? Okay. We came back to Philippines for a reason, right? Because the experience abroad, being treated as Filipina, and I don't know if you remember in 1986, the Mingo Filipina domestic helper. Remember that? Right? And we have to change that. We are good people, hardworking people, right? Friendly, right? Customer service, right? Always happy, we don't complain, even they're yelling at us, okay? So, I mean, we can make Philippines first world country. Why not? We need to sell ourselves. We need to sell in the whole world who we are. Because we are only known as an OFW. We need to change that mindset. That's why we did the Asia CO Forum. That Asia CO Forum idea there is to really encourage investors to invest in the Philippines. Because when they invest in the Philippines, it creates jobs. When it creates jobs, what happened to us? Diba? We're all happy, family happy, country happy. We cannot depend on the government, but what can we do for the government? That's our job, right? And so we're thankful to all foreigners. Of course, palapakan natin sila for coming here in our country and bringing jobs, right? And Richard for marketing Filipinos as in our country kasi he's a very good marketer. And that's the reason why I choose him. Right? Kasi if you're, di ba Filipino, they won't listen to us. I'm sure you know that, right? Kasi mga BS lang tayo, right? So yun. Right? What is the meaning of the Asia CO Awards? I will mention that too. The Asia CO Awards, we Filipinos, again, don't like to be recognized. Right? And congratulations because last year you guys are Circle of Excellence! Yay! Right? So what's the meaning of that? The Asia CO Awards more on to recognize our leaders. Because the leaders, you guys are the future inspiration to our future leaders. Through you guys, we can sell na naman ang ating bansa. Kasi they will say, who are these people? So we need to talk about it. So you need to speak up. Don't be shy. Don't be too humble na, ay, ayaw kong sabihin ko anong ginagawa ko. Right? So here I am. Why I'm talking even domestic helper ako? Because when I share with you, I can inspire you. Because I inspire you, it gives you hope. It gives you hope. It changes. It helps. Kahit isa lang ang matulungan ko sa araw na ito, that's really means so much. Because it become like domino. Kasi makakatulong din kayo ng marami. Right? So, ganun ang gagawin natin. And every one of us, at yan ang gagawin, guess what? You know what? We can make Philippines not only in 2040, Dr. Bernie said, in 2030, yan ang vision ng Asia CO Awards, and we can do it, right? Yes, come on, magpalakpakan tayo doon. And that's what it is, you guys. It's in your hand, it's in our hands. We cannot do it alone, but together, yes, we can. Right? Yes! Okay. So yan. So, of course, ipagyabang ko rin. So, I never imagined to have the opportunity on those things, right? But because of that vision, the Asia CO Awards. So, yan, okay? So, I'll just keep going here and I'm like, where do you want to go? When I left Philippines, I know where I want. I have a goal. I work with that goal. How about you guys? Are you content? Are you happy where you are? Or you should go better, faster? Because yes, you can. It's up to you. If you do the work, waking up early, do extra work. Because if you only, I tell you guys, if you only work from 12 hours per day, sorry. But if you work more than that, there's a potential. And that's the reality. But look at me in Singapore, right? I only have 1 day of a month. But when, this is, I tell you, this is reality. Do you know that I visited my employer in Singapore? They are still staying in the same flat. And guess what? I wish, like, I cannot say anything. Because stinks yung mga gamit nila. Grabe. Without putting down. I cannot put them down, but I'm just sharing. Because I work so hard. Guess what? I'm able to buy 12 houses. Right? 2 houses in Canada. How that happened? Budgeting. I can tell you that later, another topic, right? Budgeting. How you spend. Kasi, if you spend your money by just branding, forget it. There's nothing, right? But I'm telling you, it doesn't matter where you want to go. It's that you guys are very young. Now I'm 57. But I never imagined in that time na umalis ako ng Philippines when I was 19 to now, grabe, including my whole family. Right? So what did I say? Career. I focus on that. That's why when I'm working full-time, I continue learning. Right? Tapos, bayad ng utang. I'm able to pay that debt in the bank and by paying, and then I built a beautiful home. Right? In Pangasinan. And that's all happened. And when I did all those things, at the age of 27, done, lahat ng mga responsibility, that's when I decided to find the man that I want to marry. That's another secret with you guys. Sino ang mga single dito? Oh, you're all married or you're all shy? Shy? Come on, be reality here. Who's single? Yun lang, okay. Guys, kung single kayo, this is my best advice to you. Look for the man that you want to marry. Don't wait for them. Why should you wait? Right? Timothy, why is that? Why, okay, we are on this equality. You're talking about equality. Why only men can go and approach a woman? No. Me? I went and looked for him. Yes, handsome, right? And that's reality. And I'm not joking, it's true. I met him through my friend because in Canada, I don't like to go for dates. I'm busy, I have some, no time, really. So I said, if I want to find that man, I am the one who will look for him and the one that I like. So I qualified him. After qualifying him, he passed, so I called him up. And then I called him for a date. On the first date, I paid. Kasi akong tumawag. Second date again, I paid. The third date again, I paid. Oh my God, Miss Chip and Bo. Ano ba yun? Kuripot? But by kuripot, I said, oh, that's fine. Because you know what? Someday if I get him, I can control his money. Oh, diba? And that's it. So again, that's the thing na naman. So it's very important. And I decided that way because of my mother's experience. So by doing that, I read lots of books. Okay? Kasi yung because of the experience. So by doing it, sabi ko ganun, so what can I do to do that? One book that I suggest for you to read, 101 Ways Women Should Know About Men. Kasi we need to understand how men think. Kasi ang tatalino ng lalaki, visionary sila. Tayo naman, ang gulo-gulo ng utak natin mga women, right? We're so, okay, women's brain is all over the place. But we need to understand them, how to connect with them. So I read that book. Another book is How to Marry the Man of Your Choice. Perfect, right? So yun, kaya nag-workout. That's why he fell in love, he agreed with me because of those things without him knowing. Alright. So now, okay, to move ahead. What did I do? Really studying. You guys are in a good company, as what I said, so congratulations to you. And also you are already in good positions, I'm sure. But what's next to you guys? If you want to go to higher up, more on it's not gender. Honestly, more on you as a person. I'm a domestic helper, you guys. Yesterday I even went to SMX. I was invited because President Marcos there. Like, there's no way. I even shake hands with him before he even become president. There's no way. I mean, me? Like, guys, it's up to you. If you want, you have big dream. It can be done, but more on how you're gonna achieve that. Dapat meron kayong steps. How to do it when? Short-term goals, mid-term goals, long-term goals. Because yun ang ginawa ko. And guess what? Lahat ng mga pinagsusulat ko noon, mga goals ko, hindi lang na-achieve ko yun, but over 360 more. Magugulat kayo. Because lahat ng achievements ko ngayon, I never imagined at this age. So, why I'm saying that? Everything is possible. Mas magaling pa kayo kasi may mga pinag-aralan kayo, ganun pa ang mga trabaho nyo. Kung ako nga katulong nangyari, mas magaling sa inyo. Sorry guys, I'm talking in Tagalog because secret. Okay, right? So, studying. Okay, another thing that I want to mention para sa studying. During our time, right, we don't have internet. You have to go to the library. Then we cannot afford books. You know, when I was in Singapore, I read books, and my employer even telling me, do you understand, Rebecca, what you're reading about? Like that. But, you know, tignan mo ngayon nasaan sila, nasaan ako, na hindi nagyayabang na naman, ha? Nagputing din naman mo, we cannot judge. So you guys are, that's why you're doing this, equity, because the opportunity is equal to everybody, but it's up to you where you want to go. Right? But if you're content, don't complain, hindi ko na-promote kasi nasa inyo yon. Pero if you really work, grabe ang opportunity. Okay? So that I'm saying it, I don't know how you do it, yung metrics ninyo, ha? Hindi ko alam yon. So now, internet. Now, when you go to work, okay, you drive. When you drive, what do you listen in your car? Is it news? Chika-chika? Because no. Me, when I drive, what I listen more on, motivational until now. You know, before, when I was sales, yung mga kasi tips pa noon, yung mga kasi si Brian Tracy, naku, Zig Ziglar, alam ko yun, right? Kasi I listen, I value my time wisely. Yun. So ngayon, kung nandun kayo sa subway or nagbabas kayo, Dapat anong oras kayo pupunta, anong pinapanood nyo dyan sa mga cellphone. O yung mga cellphone ninyo, is it all Facebook? Or is it motivational or learning? Kasi ako talaga learning. That's what did I do. Okay, so yun ang advice ko sa inyo. And you guys are so lucky because any information you want now, it's online. So ngayon, kung halimbawa ako at the age of, kung ngayon, ito ang titipin ko, dapat by the age of 40, mas na-achieve nyo na lahat yon kung halimbawa 25 or 30 kayo. Okay? Pero on the top, syempre, when I went to Singapore, I want to be the best domestic helper. Canada, to be the best nanny. I compete on my own self. I don't compete to anybody. I look what I contribute, what can I do better tomorrow? If I did good today, what I can do better tomorrow? Laging ginagawa ko. And you know, in my bedroom before, dun sa mga employer ko, yun na lang mo, sinusulat ko sa kartulina. And then I post it in my ceiling. Para makikita ko lahat. Yung mga gusto ko, and then morning, evening, it reminds me. And that motivates me every morning. See, ganun lang ang discipline ko noon. Because I want to be the best Rebecca T. Bustamante in this world. Because I'm the only Rebecca T. Bustamante in this world, correct? So ngayon, ganun din kayo. You are born into this world na very special din. But you can also be the best of who you. Right? And once you start seeing and feeling that, it changes you. Because me, when I start feeling that, it changed me. Before, I don't have self-confidence at all. You know what I do when I walk? Ganyan ako. And I cover my hair with my face because I don't have self-confidence at all. Because I don't feel good about myself. Especially, I was molested when I was a kid by my own father. So, I feel like, oh my God, I feel so dirty na parang nothing, right? But you know what? It changed me when I read the book. What book? Stop worrying, start living by understanding, accepting who is Rebecca T. Bustamante, that I'm the only Rebecca T. Bustamante in this world and I can do miracle things. By reading that, it changed me. How did I do? Pag-gising ko sa umaga, I go to the washroom and I look at the mirror and I will say, Rebecca, you're the best. I cannot say it the first because how can I be the best? I'm only a nanny, a domestic helper, right? But I keep repeating that every morning. It changed my emotion. When I changed my emotion, I became a more happy person. When I became a happy person, I perform better. Then I can start smiling and talking. Grabe! And that really changed me. So whatever we put information here, guys, please do it. If you're not happy, just say, you're the best. If you're not happy, you're the best. And just keep repeating and things will happen. And yun lang ang ginawa ko. Okay? So guys, be on the top, whatever you do. If right now in your positions, what's next? What's next? Para at least ang ganda. Then, what will happen to your company? Holy smoke! Hindi lang 4,000, 5,000, maybe 10,000 the next few years, right? So hindi lang 1 million in the next 5 years, how many million? Because look, right? Siyang nasa, alam niya yun, nasa board siya. Okay. This is very important, guys. Control your money. Why? Working abroad, you know, Filipinos, especially OFW, they send their money to their family. Okay, I'll ask you, who are the wealthiest people in the Philippines? See, family, why? Because of their malls. All our salary go to them. Right? And they control all the food. So many foods, grocery, everything. They control everything. Almost all our money, OFW, even us. The first thing we go down, we go to Starbucks. We go to Tim Hortons. We go to restaurant. You buy the branded clothes or whatever, branded shoes, right? At the end, at the age of 50, we're broke. But they are wealthy. So, we should not do that. They should give us money. If they want us, right? Then they give us credit card. Because we don't use credit card, then bibigyan ka ng special offer. Dahil dapat magmakaawa sila sa inyo, ganon. So what I do, I don't really do that. Pati mga damit ko ngayon, I still buy sa mga kuhan, sa mga second hand until now. Bibili lang ako sa mga kung talagang kailangan ko, saka mga discounted, mga ganon. I really value my money wisely. That's why nakabila ko ng mga properties. Again, how to buy properties? Siyempre mahirap, right? But I use their money. Sige, utakan nila tayo, utakan ko rin sila. I use their money to buy properties. Nangutang ako. It's a good loan, ang tawag doon. So, mortgages yun. Kasi, ang magbabayad naman sa loan ko, yung mga renters ko. Oh, At the end of 15 years, nabayaran na yun, may bahay na ako na hindi ko binayaran. O, di ba? Okay yun? So, you better do that. Yung mga sahod nyo, for example, you're making 50,000 a month. Make sure na yung 10,000, 100% nakakon na yun, wala na yun. You just manage the 40,000. I'm just giving you numbers, okay? Yung 10,000 yun, huwag nyo sabihin sa pamilya nyo kasi pag sinabi nyo, hihingi sila. Right? Agree? So don't tell them that's already secret, that's emergency money doon. And invest that money. Stop whatever you like. Yun lang ginagawa ko. Okay? And then if your money, 40,000 for example, okay, not enough, what you should do, mag-part-time job kayo siguro. Kung ako kasi nag-part-time job ako, figure out kung paano, or mag-overtime, whatever. You find ways kung paano nyo makuha yan. Or magtrabaho paganda ng performance para ma-promote or whatever kung anong gusto nyo. Because there always way a potential how you. Kaya napag-aral ko yung mga kapatid ko kasi I find ways. Guess what? Yung mga apat na yon, so amazing. Kasi they all in Canada except si Padre. Kasi he wanted to be a priest here. Pero meron siyang 10 years visa. He can go anytime. Can you believe that? Lahat sila may mga bahay doon. My youngest brother just arrived yesterday for holiday for a month. Imagine that, ang so cute, right? Yung mga kapatid kong mga lasinggo dati, they're all so good already too in Pangasinan. When we go home, we don't even buy mga goods na kasi they're all doing good na. Yung may wala din ako bibili ng mga pagkain. Pagdating mo doon, ang dami mo ng pagkain. Kasi they all really changed. So our family changed because of that example. I really did my part to be an example to them, to inspire them, to tell them talagang kung sila kasi sabi ko kung nakayanan ko to, makakayanan yun. Kung gusto natin pagbabago, magtulong-tulong tayo. And guess what? And in my family, yung mga pamangkin ko, thanks God, nagkaroon na rin ng 3 doctors. Can you believe that? From a domestic helper, makikita niyo ang change. So kayo din. So what changes you want to do in this world? What kind of message that you want to live? Ano ang gusto niyong iwan dito? Gusto niyo ba pag namatay tayo, okay na kayo o hindi? And if not, what you gonna do right now para yung pagbabago na yun? Kasi everyday, yun ang aking ginagawa. So control your money para yung pagtutulong na ganan ang mangyayari sa inyo. Next, gain relationship. Kasi relationship is very important. For example, for your boss, tinawagan niya ako because I built the relationship with her. She trusts me. I trust her. That's why isang tawag pa lang nandito na ako. Nothing else, right? So there's no question whatever, sure, anytime, when do you want? Because when you build a relationship, because that trust is very important. That respect. Kasi kung puro tayo chika-chika, negative, they will never deal with us. But if we're positive, everything is exciting things, people will be with you anytime. Okay? So always remember that. Next, work habit. What time you wake up, what time do you sleep? That is very important. Kasi kung we all have 24 hours a day, no? Or yes? Yes. Right? So what time you wake up? Because everybody have different timing, right? But where you spend that 24 hours, it's all up to you. Because me, every minute is very important. Every second is very important to me. Okay? So ganun ang kwang ko. Kasi yung 24 hours today, ilang taon tayo, tomorrow we're 1 day older. Tama? So that's why you have to really value that. Okay, be positive all the time. Kung may mga negative kayong kaibigan, huwag na kayong makipagkaibigan. Hindi ko na sinabi, but you're busy. I'm busy. Kasi otherwise, that energy, grabe, right? So you have to be with the good people who inspire you, who excite you, right? So yun lang ang ginawa ko, and that really. And yung mga kaibigan ko, not to put them down, okay? I even brought them to Canada from Singapore. Ako pa ang naghanap ng employer nila. Majority of them are single mother, nakatira pa sa apartment, magkakasama. And why? So nagkita kami last December. They were very happy for me, but they're very disappointed for themselves. And you know their word was, sayang, I wish. So now I ask you, ano ang words na gusto nyong malaman when you reach my age? You wish or you're glad? That's my message to my children. You wish or you're glad? Okay? That's a very important word, okay? So if you want glad, so you do the work double performance or triple now. Okay. Personal energy, exercise, that's very important sa atin. Health is very vital. I was diagnosed with brain tumor in 2005. I was given 6 months to live. And thanks God,
yung paring kapatid ko, I'm able to recover. I'm okay. So this message, sabi niya sa akin, ate, nagkasakit ka because you don't look after yourself, you don't eat help, you don't eat properly, you really help so many people. So sabi niya, Panginoon, minigyan ka na, kaya ka nagkasakit because for you to appreciate and look after yourself, because when you look after yourself, mas marami ka pang matutulungan. It's so true. It's so true. Kaya yan, kailangan natin, whatever we put inside, yan ang lumalabas. Okay, yun ang ko. At saka exercise, I don't go to the gym, but I exercise in the house lang. Okay, so, and then everything's possible. Hindi ba okay ba? Diba? Alright? 57 years old, alright? Okay. So, that's very important. Okay? So, guys, if you're happy in your career, now, what's next to you, guys? What position? Because kayo, ngayon, kung mayroon kayong goals, isulat nyo lang. And do that work. Believe in yourself because everything is possible. Kasi ako, naniwala ako sa sarili ko because I did the work. Just do the work, do the action. Don't wait, don't talk, but more on doing it, right? Ang ginawa nyo, everything is possible. Thank you and good luck. Mabuhay kayo.